Right now, in this very moment, millions are prisoners in their own minds. Not because they're locked in a cell, not because the world has shackled them, but because they're clinging desperately to things that are already gone. A breakup that fractured them, a betrayal they never saw coming, a mistake they replay over and over. These attachments rot the mind from within, like a virus corrupting your system, and yet most people refuse to let them go. Why? Because the ego is addicted to control, and pain, as brutal as it feels, is still a form of control. It's your mind's way of refusing to surrender. But here's the brutal truth the Stoics understood. You can't hold on to the waves. The ocean will move with or without your permission. Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, they didn't live detached from life. They lived fully, but held nothing hostage. Letting go isn't forgetting, it isn't apathy, it's liberation. Today, I'm handing you tools, not soft advice, not vague motivation, but the actual mental weapons the Stoics forged to let go of the things that threaten their peace. Because once you let go, you don't just survive, you ascend. 1. Control what you can, leave the rest. Epictetus was clear about it. Some things are within our control, some things are not. Yet, most people live their lives trying to control what's beyond them. Someone else's love, respect, opinions, loyalty. Every time your mind spirals on what they did, how they betrayed you, how unfair it was, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, drop it. Not because it doesn't matter, but because it's dead weight on a sinking ship. You either let go or drown with it. 2. Memento mori, remember, you will die. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Everything you're holding on to, the bitterness, the regret, the person who left, the person who wronged you, it's all going to disappear you then. This entire story you've written in your head. Go and meditate on death, not in a depressing way, but as a reminder, life rearranges itself when you do. In the face of death, is your grudge worth carrying? Suddenly, that person's betrayal doesn't deserve your sleepless nights. Suddenly, that failure doesn't define you. Because in the face of death, everything becomes perspective. 3. Separate the event from the story. Seneca said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The event happened, the betrayal, the rejection, the loss. But the real suffering, that's the story you keep telling yourself. She left me equals I'm unlovable. He betrayed me equals people can't be trusted. I failed equals I'm worthless. But those conclusions, lies dressed up as truth. The event was neutral. The story is your creation. Write down the facts. She left. He lied. I lost the job. Then write the story you attach to it. Then challenge that story. Is it universally true? Or is it your ego defending itself? When you separate the event from the narrative, you take your power back. For confine yourself to the present. Marcus Aurelius wrote, confine yourself to the present. The past is dead. The future is fiction. The present is all that breathes. When you live in the past, replaying what they did, what you lost, you're living in a graveyard. When you live in the future, fearing outcomes, guessing betrayals, you're living in a fantasy. At the present, there is no betrayal here, no regret, just breath, just body, just now. Meditate, breathe, observe, anchor yourself. Because only here can you let go. 5. Voluntary discomfort, train your mind to release. Seneca practiced poverty. He deliberately lived without luxuries, ate the simplest food, wore basic clothes. Why? Because it trained his mind to detach from comfort, from status, from the illusion of need. When you practice voluntary discomfort, you teach your mind, I can survive less, I can live without this. I am free. Try it. Sleep on the floor, take cold showers, fast for a day. These aren't gimmicks, they're drills. Each one teaches your mind that you don't need what you think you need. When you know you can live without, letting go stops being terrifying. 6. Amor fati, love. Your fate amor fati, the love of fate. The Stoics didn't just accept what happened, they embraced it. She left me. Good, that's my path. They betrayed me. Perfect. Lesson learned. I failed. Necessary for my growth. Amor fati isn't delusion, it's power. It means you don't just endure life's punches, you use them to sharpen your blade. Every loss becomes fuel. Every heartbreak, a forge. When you love what happens, you rob adversity of its sting. 7. Nightly reflection, the daily cleanse. Seneca said, each evening I examine my day and go back over what I've done and said, hiding nothing from myself. Every night, ask yourself, what did I cling to today? Where did I waste energy on what I can't control? How can I release that tomorrow? Reflection is your mental cleanse. Do it daily, and you'll notice the grip weakens. The mind lightens, because letting go isn't a one-time act. It's a daily discipline. 8. Negative visualization, malorum. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. They visualized the worst-case scenarios. Why? Because fear loses power when faced head-on. Every morning, imagine, what if I lost everything today? What if they leave me? What if I fail? When you've mentally visited hell, nothing surprises you. You move prepared, and the prepared mind is unbreakable. But this is just the beginning. These are the foundations. I'll give you more advanced strategies to reinforce your inner fortress, to master the art of detachment so deeply that nothing external can ever move you again. If you're serious about peace, subscribe to the Code, comment I choose peace, because I'll know, go beyond letting go. We step into true mental sovereignty. Stay cold, stay clear, stay free. ***************************************************************************************************** Epictetus said, Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is the gateway to freedom. Our perception is the filter through which we experience life. If your perception is poisoned, every event becomes a personal attack, every mistake a catastrophe, every rejection a confirmation of your inadequacy. But when you discipline perception, you gain command over interpretation. Ask yourself, is this situation as bad as I'm making it out to be? What is another way to view this event? If a Stoic stood in my place, how would they see this? When you train your mind to reframe, you strip suffering of its teeth. The event remains, but your power remains intact. 10. Visualize adversity before it comes. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. This is not pessimism, it's armor. Every morning they would mentally rehearse possible hardships. What if I lose my job? What if they leave me? What if I fail this project? By facing these scenarios in the mind first, you diminish their shock in reality. If it happens, you're not blindsided. If it doesn't, you've still trained your resilience. Mentally walk through worst-case outcomes. Visualize not just surviving them, but standing tall through them. That way, when life strikes, your mind simply nods. I was expecting you. 11. Negative visualization, the appreciation trigger. Imagine waking up tomorrow and everything you love is gone. Your health, your family, your freedom. Pause, feel the weight of that. Then open your eyes and see you still have them. Negative visualization fuels gratitude. It rewires the brain to appreciate the ordinary. You don't cling as tightly to what you're grateful for because gratitude flows with presence, not possession. Appreciate without owning. Cherish without clinging. 12. Build your inner citadel. Marcus Aurelius spoke of the inner citadel, an internal fortress no chaos could breach. You must build this fortress daily, through journaling your thoughts, through physical exercise that disciplines the body, through meditation that centers the mind. When your inner world is fortified, no external loss can penetrate your peace. You stand unmoved, like a mountain in a storm. 13. Practice deliberate solitude. Modern life is noise. Notifications, opinions, external validation, but detachment is trained in solitude. Spend time alone, not scrolling, not distracted, just you, sitting with your mind. What thoughts arise, what emotions surface. Solitude reveals your attachments. When you're alone and restless, what do you crave? That's your chain, break it. 14. Voluntary hardship, mastery over comfort. Seneca trained himself to embrace discomfort. He slept on the ground, wore coarse clothes, ate meager meals. Why? 2. Prove to himself that he could. Voluntary hardship is a practice in proving to your mind, I don't need what I cling to. Try a day of fasting, a cold shower routine, a week without social media. When you voluntarily sacrifice, you're no longer a slave to comfort. Letting go becomes muscle memory. 15. Mindful movement. Transmute energy. When the urge to cling arises, the anxiety, the desperation, the fixation, move your body. Exercise is not just physical, it's alchemical. It transmutes stuck mental energy into motion, into release. Go for a run, lift heavy weights, practice martial arts. As the body moves, the mind loosens its grip, because a moving body teaches the mind to flow, not hold. 16. Embrace Stoic journaling. Journaling isn't just reflection, it's detachment in action. Write down what hurt today. Why did I want to hold on to it? How can I reframe this? Putting thoughts on paper drains their emotional charge. You see patterns, you see your ego in action. Over time, journaling becomes your mirror, clear, unforgiving, liberating. 17. Value process over outcome. Clinging is often tied to desired outcomes. Success, a relationship, recognition. The Stoic detaches from outcomes by falling in love with the process. Focus on your input. Did I act with integrity? Did I give my best effort? Did I remain composed? Process is within your control. Outcome is fortune's game. Detach from results. Attach to excellence. 18. Ego death. Letting go of identity. Many attachments stem from identity. I'm the successful one. I'm the loved one. I'm the respected one. But these are costumes. Who are you without them? The Stoics practiced ego death, a stripping away of titles, roles, masks. Practice anonymity. Serve without recognition. Speak less about your achievements. Each time the ego shrinks, attachment loses its fuel. 19. Live by the dichotomy of control. This is the Stoic mantra. What's within my control? What isn't? Obsess only over the former. Every time you stress, ask, can I change this? If not, release it. Peace is the byproduct of this discipline. 20. Practice non-attachment meditation. Sit quietly. Focus on your breath. Visualize the things you're clinging to as objects in your hands. With each exhale, imagine your hands opening, releasing them. Feel the lightness. Practice this daily. The mind that releases in meditation learns to release in life. 21. Be a guardian of your time. We cling to toxic relationships, pointless arguments, meaningless pursuits. But time is your ultimate currency. If it doesn't build you, strengthen you, enlighten you, let it go. Guard your time like a Stoic guards his mind. 22. Cultivate inner riches, Seneca wrote. He is most powerful who has power over himself. Build internal wealth, wisdom, discipline, emotional resilience, because when you're rich within, no external loss makes you poor. 23. Stoic friendships. Surround yourself with the strong. Letting go is easier when you're not surrounded by the weak-willed. Cultivate friendships with those who challenge your thinking, embody discipline, practice detachment. Iron sharpens iron, and the Stoic sharpens in the company of the resilient. 24. Refuse to be owned by anything. The true Stoic owns things, but nothing owns the Stoic. Test yourself. Can I walk away from this job? Can I leave this relationship if it poisons me? Can I lose this status and remain whole? If not, you're not free. Make freedom your only attachment. 25. Detach from the fear of death. Marcus Aurelius said, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." Fear of death fuels clinging. When you accept mortality, you release the fear that underpins attachment. You're here temporarily. Live boldly. Love freely. Release swiftly. 26. Practice letting go daily. Every day, choose one thing to let go of: an old item, a limiting belief, a toxic connection. Letting go is a muscle. Exercise it. The lighter you travel, the further you go. 27. Remember, the Stoic is water, not stone. Water flows, adapts, moves. Stone resists and breaks. Be water. Flow with life's currents. Release what holds you back. Move freely, mind clear, heart unchained. Because the mind that lets go is the mind that is free. If you made it this far, comment below, I choose freedom. Subscribe to the Com Code for more Stoic strategies to master life, mind, and soul. Remember, stay cold, stay clear, stay sovereign, and let the world watch as you let go and rise. I'll see you in the next one.